We love hip hop.
Now, here's the thing. A lot of people were saying that the repercussions of that were happening from that live stream, and not necessarily only the live stream, the chain in question that was being toured around on the live stream led to what happened over there in Lawrence Heights, aka Jungle. Okay, I played you the news story from what happened in Jungle. We'll go back to the press conference with Shorty here talking about some more details from the other night, or from last night.
For 8:30 p.m., officers responded to reports of a shooting in the area of Rainey Avenue and Varna Drive. It's believed that 3 armed suspects approached a group of people and opened fire before fleeing. 6 people were shot, as the chief spoke about. 5 suffered non-life-threatening injuries, including a 17-year-old youth. Sadly, a 31-year-old male was critically injured and later was pronounced deceased in hospital. This is our city's 13th homicide of this year. The suspects are described at this time as male with a slim to average build, wearing dark clothing, and they had their faces covered. All 3 of them were armed. This remains an active investigation, and we are asking anyone with information or video footage to come forward. That includes dash cam footage. And at this point, I'm happy to take questions about my investigation, and others are happy to take questions about theirs.
The shootings in the previous videos, there's obviously tow truck, tow areas involved. Can you explain any further connection to the tow truck industry?
All but one.
Hold on, before they bring this guy up here on, yo, you guys in the comments are crazy. Don't tell me that you guys are putting 7s in the comments for Game 7. Damn, y'all ain't shit, man. Are we talking about that same Game 7 shit that was up on the? We'll get back to this decrepit looking police in a second. Holy, I got me an ain't shit audience out here. Yo, y'all. Damn, bro. And I'm not laughing at what happened last night, because that's tragic. I'm laughing at, like, y'all are crazy. Let me find that post. This is what these guys were talking about. Is this what you guys were talking about? I'm going to find it. Become a member over at We Love Hip Hop Canada on Reddit. Did they take it down already? This right here. Is this what you guys are talking about? With the 7s in the chat? Y'all ain't shit, man. Love some fuckery.
Of the videos which are outlined in the news release are tow truck related, either tow truck
Shame on
employees
you.
or tow truck business. The shooting at the pub, at this time, we haven't linked it to any tow truck violence at this point. So yeah, they're all tow truck related. It is part of the tow truck turf wars that we're going on, and we're hoping now that those that we arrested will really make a difference in the number of shootings that we're seeing.
How is the pub shooting connected to the others?
We don't know if it is. Where it is connected is the group of people that we identified as being part of the tow truck shootings have also done the pub shooting. Whether that was a one.
And that's a story that we're going to get to after. But anyhow, let's fast forward this guy.
Right now, but they are separate. I can say that the shooting at Piper Arms that night relating to these individuals.
Get Shorty back on.
I can ask you the same thing about that. Do you feel actually this was a targeted shooting, and is it gang related?
So what I can say is we do believe that it's targeted. In terms of it being gang related, we're absolutely investigating every possibility. We're within 24 hours of the shooting having occurred, so we're looking at every avenue.
And I was going to ask you, was the victim in a wheelchair?
He was.
Yo, the media, they be watching Torontology and Torontologists and We Love Hip Hop Canada and all the different Reddit pages. Or they also watch all of the different Instagram pages, whether it's I'll even mention the ones that I don't fuck with, like Six Sounds and Canadian Underground Kings, and the ones that I do fuck with, like T.TV and what's the other one? Six Entertainment and Six Trench. Don't tell me, as well as the bigger ones like Keep Six Solid and them mans, right? Don't tell me that you guys over there at the media, let me make my screen bigger. Don't tell me that you guys over there at the media is not looking at that shit, man. Getting in says, yo, Friday, you think the feds are on Reddit? Of course. Abso-freaking-lutely, man. I got to speak to Brandon Gomez back in the days when he was still working on, or Gomez, my bad. Or Gomez, yeah. Brandon Gomez when he was still working on CP24 back in the days. But I haven't had a chance to speak to him since then. But I didn't get a chance to ask him at the time where they find some of their information. Okay, what the hell is this?
I ran them down, man, I left that little nigga.
A wagwan. Fire. So this is the gentleman that passed. Because this is why I'm trying to say the news ain't low. Until we meet again. They say there's a reason. They said time will heal. Let me make this bigger on the screen. Neither time or reason will heal or change the way I feel. Gone and the days we used to share. But in my heart, you're always there. To the gates of memories is always close. We'll miss you, no doubt. And this is the gentleman that they say that passed away. Okay. This is why I say the news ain't low. They know when they're like, hey, was it somebody who passed in a wheelchair? They're asking questions that they already know the answers to. But for them to know that or to have any inklings of that and not be police, just be a news media outlet, that means they're going on different places. They're going to different sources and seeing, you know what? What's the Reddit saying? What they saying on the gram?
Last night, and how many guns were used?
So there were multiple guns used. I won't speak to the specific number as that forms part of the investigation. Similarly, I won't speak to the specific number of casings that we found, but I can say that there were multiple rounds.
Is this connected to Top 5, the rapper who was previously accused of murder? There's video on social media circulating of him cutting off his ankle bracelet and other speculation that he had some kind of involvement.
So we went over this part already.
Retaliation.
Pardon me?
Are you concerned
Of, I guess, his information that he wanted to put out, part of his persona perhaps, but he wasn't actually required to have that bracelet on.
There's
about
speculation.
retaliation?
Pardon me?
Are you concerned about retaliation?
So, I mean, we're always going to be concerned about what could potentially arise from a shooting. As I mentioned, we're investigating every possible avenue. So we're certainly taking precautions across the city to make sure that we have heightened presence in various areas of the city to ensure that we have that increased safety.
The 5 people that were caught up in the gunfire, innocent victims.
So what I can say is anyone who's going to be losing their life doesn't deserve to lose their life. So
Do you see the wording on that question right there?
losing their life doesn't deserve. Certainly taking precautions across the city to make sure that we have heightened presence in various areas of the city to ensure that we have that increased safety.
The 5 people that were caught up in the gunfire, innocent victims.
So what I can
And salute to Shorty over here, the way that she answered the question. She answered it in a very politically correct way that police should answer stuff. You know, she's definitely media trained when it comes to this stuff. But what the person from the media was asking was a loaded question, if you know what I mean. It was like, was the person who passed away last night an innocent victim? Okay, meaning, you know, They're just a bystander. Everybody who was outside, who's just chilling outside, is innocent when somebody just comes and ambushes them. Okay? What she wants to know is, were these people involved in criminal activity? Was this part of an ongoing gang war? This is the questions that they really want to ask. But instead of saying all of that in one sentence or saying all those words, just say, was that person an innocent victim? All right? Well done. Well done. That's why they get the big bucks.
Say is anyone who's going to be losing their life doesn't deserve to lose their life. So I guess depending on what your definition of innocent is, regardless of what anyone's involved in, they don't deserve to lose their life. So everybody who was involved, and certainly the person who lost their life, did not deserve that last night.
Media trained right there. See how she handled that?
I can't speak to who the specific intended targets were. Based on what we're seeing on video, at least the area was targeted, that group of individuals was targeted, but I don't know specifically who in that group was targeted.
Looking at Mr. Ali and his associates from the Go Get 'Em gang as potentially being involved, has, police presence been boosted in the Lawrence Heights area just because it seems like there's been some kind of gang activity that's been, bubbling? So
But I
Yo, shorty, chill. Yo, it's like some of these people in the media, what am I saying, chill? Like, that's their job, right? But these are the kind of questions that, like, you guys in the audience and us would be type of thinking. You know what I'm saying? We're in, quote unquote, the culture. So, we're like, hey, was it the GGGs? Like, Shorty's literally on Reddit every day. Holy shit, man. Listen, man, we're living in a social media age. And I'm not saying that these guys are responsible or anything like that, or this is directly correlated to the whole MG4L and the issues that are happening with the GGGs, okay? I'm not saying that off top. I'm not playing no cop games over here or anything like that. I'm just saying there's people in the media and all these different outlets out here, the boy them, the way things are going, like, there's nothing that, if anything is going on, that can be kind of kept on the low, because they know everything, or they think they know everything. So I'm like, what's the solution? Maybe not doing fuckery, like, because, fam, you would think that it's like Keeps It Solid and Friday Ricky Dread and Six Buzz and all that who are sitting back there. Nah, this is just like regular, like, middle class or whatever, just white people that you don't think are in the know. They know everything, bro. I'm not saying thing, everything.
say is I take every single homicide investigation step by step and follow where the evidence goes, rather than going down a road on a particular person, making assumptions. I'm going with where the evidence is taking me at this point.
Sorry, the victim in the wheelchair, was that the deceased?
That's correct, yes.
Can I just ask about the incidents earlier in the spring again?
Yo, somebody said in the comments when I posted her on my Instagram page, oh, they got her. Yo, she solved enough cases. So I see y'all in the comments. Yo, who's this? Young, she's dope. Young black. Yo, fam, she's probably knows the hood, fam. If not jungle, she just knows her way around the hood. She could be from Scarborough, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But they got the right one right now, bro. Holy. Listen, man. It's 2025. I'm just saying, we ain't doing a solve the crime stream or anything like that here. We're just going over content. But these people over here, the kind of people that they be hiring, the type of people that are working in the media, we're not living in the same times as my old ass back in the days where it's like, oh shit, you're into hip hop right now? Damn. Nah, man. They're all, whether they're into hip hop or not, they're all into social media. Straight up. And they listen to all the bars. And they understand. They understand Toronto man slang.
Saying this is not a gang, but you have here a group of individuals organized, it seems, carrying out what you're alleging is criminal activity. How would that, can you just explain how this is not a gang?
Yeah, for a gang to be classified as an actual street gang that we would recognize.
Okay, so this is about the tow truck stuff. All right. So this has been going on now over the last 24 hours, I guess. And if you go on Reddit, Reddit is not helping. Like I told you, like these people are on Reddit looking up all this shit, man. And this is just all the theories that have been popping up on Reddit. Let's do Torontologist. Let me show Torontologist some love. Because you know, Torontology ain't trying to show me no type of love. Let's go to the Torontologist page. Information on yesterday's shooting from Lawrence Heights. They got a picture of this person over here, the same gentleman that I showed y'all in the wheelchair. Oh shit. What's Chow Chow saying over here? Disturbed by, I ain't gonna do it in the accent, all right? So don't even ask me to. Disturbed by the news of the shooting in the Lawrence Heights area this evening, my office is in contact with Toronto police. We are on the scene now and investigating, and the local councillor, Deputy Mayor Mike Cole. I want to thank these guys just want to do a whole bunch of thank you to this person and that person and that person. Like, all right, bro. All right. Right now, like the Reddit starts putting up all type of shit. You feel me? Who's this? The boy Future Bets. I'm so heartbroken right now. Love you, my bro. Love you, brother. Always and forever. Hold on. This is Baby Shay posting over here. Wheesh. Hold on. There's another person that they're saying this stream is going to get demonetized like a mother effer. Oh, I'll pull up that in a second, but they're showing another person that was that passed away in this whole thing. I might have to go on Torontology. Let's go on Torontology. Because there was like a white person. I don't want to say white boy. I feel like white boy is like derogatory. But there was a white guy. A white guy that was also shot in this. Trust me, Reddit got everything in here. They already got the press conferences up. Holy. And we're going to get to all of these cartoon pictures of top 5 that they got up in here. I'm going to find this in a second. It's there. It's there. I'll find it. Jesus Christ, this shit is deep. Pause. Right here. So they're saying white boy GGG confirmed the 40-year-old who passed away in, at the scene. Now, they got it. This is why, yes, you can go on to Reddit and see this and see that, but don't believe everything that you see on the Reddit, please, gang. All right? The people who are on Reddit are just people who are behind keyboards with theories. All right? Because they're saying that this person passed, and that's not the person who passed away. It was the guy in the wheelchair who passed away. Okay? He might have been one of the people who might have been shot. I don't know. But don't be believing the Reddits all the time. Okay? Believe half of what you see. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this type shit. There was one theory that was floating around. It's fun to go and do all the what the hell am I seeing?
Yeah, we gon' just some more. I ran him down, man. I left that little nigga.
Yo, AI is out of control, man. Somebody needs to punch AI in the face. That's what needs to happen right now. What the hell, bro? You gone too far, Bridget. I just want to, since we're on conspiracy theories, We can have some fun for a second, even though it's not a funny topic. But this is a conspiracy theory that's rolling around on the Reddit. Looks like Julian CEO's Haitian voodoo ritual might have actually worked against top 5. Julian Beirut is half Haitian. Oh my God. Watch this. Reddit theories.
Top 5, black ass nigga. Top 5, black ass nigga. Top 5, black ass nigga. Top 5, black ass nigga.
Several months later.
It's my first stream, so we brought your chain. 55 minutes to come get your chain back. Tune in.
They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seeing the cosmetics. How many?
This is Reddit theories. Okay? Just Reddit theories. That's all I'm saying. So here's my assessment of this whole thing here. When it comes to the shootings that have happened, even the chain of events, no pun intended, that have happened over the last span of weeks. It's really easy right now to say, okay, that these different things are correlated, of top 5 flashing the chain, running around Canada's Wonderland, and a shooting happening at Jungle at the same time, and then people saying, oh, it must be MG4L, it must be direct, get back. I feel like if that's the case, that would be some really stupid shit on the side of MG4L. All right? Because that's what everybody's obviously thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to throw out any theories. I'm just giving you what I think. That would just be stupid on their part to be like, oh, we see a live stream happening right now. Okay, let's pull up and cause some kind of issue over there in the hood as a message to them while they're doing their live stream. It's like it's too easy to connect the dots. That's why it's like, if I find out later on if they do arrest anybody, because in a lot of these cases, with the amount of different things that we have access to, and I'm saying we have access to mad surveillance now. So if anybody gets arrested from this, anybody gets convicted from this, and they are part of those guys, the MG4L guys, I got to say you're dumb for that. Because it's just way too obvious. You feel me? Jandeep says the live stream ended before the shooting, though. I can understand that. But the theory that everybody's trying to float with online is, oh, this is get back for the chain. That means niggas can't control their emotions. And I can understand there's a lot of things to be emotional about when it comes to jewelry getting taken, houses or locations being doxxed, all kind of wild shit. I would be emotional too. But emotional and not calculated, I don't know about that. That's where things get a little bit stupid to me. I just can't see it where like mans would like pick that time to get their get back. So I'm going to be, maybe people are going to be like, yo, Friday, you're being willfully obtuse, or maybe you're just old and stupid. No, I just think that they would be stupid if that was the case. Like, oh, that's a time that we're going to get our get back while mans are live streaming and talking about exactly the things that are on the chain on the live stream. That would be the time. You feel me? What I do think is that these guys, oh, 1 second. Uno momento. We got overheat over here. Let me switch. Y'all can hear me? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. We're still good with the audios. Let me know. One in the chat if we're still good with the audios. I had to switch camera for a second. And big salute to Fall Leaves for the donation. Okay. So my whole thing is it would be too stupid to make it at such an obvious time to be now this is the time to do the shooting. These niggas got beef with more than just MG4L. And this is from time they've had more beef than just the MG4L guys. That's a more recent beef. So if we're going to talk about timing, I would more say, you know what? Maybe it could be one of their 10 other ops that could be responsible for whatever happened last night. And I'll say again, RIP to the gentleman who passed away. Condolences to his family, okay? And you know, for all of the other people that were shot, you know, get better soon. Man, them are just chilling outside, trying to have a good time, and this is the type of shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? But like, I just don't see it like being a direct correlation. And if it is, I'll say now, you can put it on record here. Man, them are stupid for that, bro. You're dumb for that. You know what I'm saying? Because the boy them, like I was showing y'all before, they're not even they're half of the problem. It's the media who asked the boy them these questions that the boy them already know the answers to, and they're not even giving the media all the sauce. They're not telling them everything. They know not to tell them everything. That's why I'm just hoping that it's not even correlated, any way directly correlated in any type of way. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all parties involved. Let me see if I have anything else on that. I think that's pretty much it when it comes to this whole thing, man. All right? There's not really much else to cover. It's just annoying, man. I hate getting back up on these live streams saying the same shit over and over again. You guys are you're messing up the money, bro. I ain't gonna tell you guys that already. You guys already know this. Yeah, I think we covered everything in this. Well, listen, man, once again, RIP to the families of, you know, my bad. RIP to the family of, condolences to the family of that person who passed away. You know what I'm saying? RIP to that gentleman, I guess the guy in the wheelchair who passed away. And, you know, salute to everybody else who got shot over there, man. Y'all really, really, really need to start thinking new ways of life. Maybe get out the hood, bro. For real. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.